Subscribe to Gizmo Times and get notified about our latest videos by hitting the bell icon. Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and you're watching a quick comparison between the two smartphones from Samsung, one from the A series, one from the M series. The Galaxy A30 goes against the Galaxy M30 and these both have quite similar specifications, the same screen size, the same chipset, but there are certain differences and there's also a difference with the price. Since this goes in the offline market, the A30 is priced at Rs 16,990 and in comparison to that, the same variant that's 4 plus 64 is priced at Rs 15,000 and that's a 2,000 rupee difference between the A30 and M30. And interestingly, although this is cheaper, it's going to come with a better camera combination. In the sense it has a triple lens camera combination compared to the dual lens one on the Galaxy A30. So let's start with the camera itself. And this is the Galaxy A30 that is having one regular camera with the f1.7 aperture, and the second one is only a depth sensor. There's no ultra wide sensor that is given on this one, but the Galaxy M30 has the ultra wide lens for the wider captures, and that is one major difference here. Both of them have the same fingerprint sensor on the back. The response is quite the same. The time taken to recognize and unlock the phone is the same, but it's a bit different on the Galaxy A30 because of the fact that it comes with the one UI that is based on Android 9 Pie compared to the experience UI that is given on the M30 and that is based on Android 8 Oreo. We aren't even sure if this would be getting the Android Pie update in the future, but for now we can say that it is on Oreo and this is on Android Pie. So moving on to the front, this is the display, both having a similar kind of notch and the same screen size of 6.4 inch, and they have the 1080 to 2340 pixels of screen resolution on the A30 while it's 1080 to 2280 pixels on the M30. So not a lot of difference when you talk about the displays here. So not a lot of difference in that aspect since both of them are having the same Super AMOLED display. But if you look at how the interfaces look like, you can easily notice that there are differences here because of the fact that one UI has larger icons, the way they even showcase the icons on the quick settings, that is different as well. And the major factor is that it comes with the latest OS version. Not just the UI, it's the Android OS version that is important here, and it's Android 9 Pie that is on the Galaxy A30 and it's Android 8.1.0 Oreo on the Galaxy M30. Knowing Samsung, we can say that the updates don't come on time. Even on the flagships, it's hard to see those phones giving you updates on time. So with the mid-range phones, it's easily noticeable that you won't get updates on time. Both of them have the same 4GB of RAM, 64GB storage, but the M30 has variants. One will come with 3GB of RAM, 32GB, and there is a larger one as well. But the A30 has only one variant, that is with 4 and 64 option. On the front, both of them have the same face unlock as well. But again, one good difference between these two phones is with the M30 having a 5000 mAh battery, which in comparison to that is larger than the 4000 mAh battery on the Galaxy A30. So although priced more, this is not going to give you the same battery life. Because if you talk about the chipset optimization, it would be the same since both of them have the same Exynos 7904 chipset, the octa-core one based on the 40 nanometer architecture process. But the fact is that the higher battery capacity is going to give you a higher battery life. And since it's the same resolution of the display, the battery drain would be the same as well. So in that case, the M30 is better with that battery life. And with the front cameras that is given here, both of them have the same 16 megapixel camera with the f2.0 aperture. So with the selfies, there won't be a lot of difference again. And these are the camera interfaces, not different, not much different, but you can see the way they are showcasing the bar towards the bottom on the A30. There's a clear view of what you're going to see. It's panorama, pro mode, live focus. So that was not given on the bottom. It's on the top on the Galaxy M30, which is still based on the Experience UI. So the Experience UI has a bit of a different kind of interface for the camera. And with the video recording, both of them offer the same 1080p videos for both the front-facing and the rear-facing cameras. And with the camera setup, as said earlier, the triple rear camera combination on the Galaxy M30 is obviously better than the A30 since the same cameras are given on the M30 as well, but there's an extra camera for the wider captures. So that is going to be an advantage on the Galaxy M30. So finally talking about the major differences and whether you have to choose this one or that one, we can say that A30 is better in only two aspects. One is with the design on the back. Although it's not glass, it's plastic back and it's plastic on both of them. But you see the 3D arc design that is on the Galaxy A30, that is looking better than the Galaxy M30. And the other difference is with that major difference, the Android 9 Pie and one UI that is better than the Galaxy M30's Experience UI. So if you're using the Samsung phones earlier, you were using one of those earlier phones, you might still see the M30 as a similar one, but there are certain differences on the Galaxy A30 which seem to be making the user experience better. It is actually smoother and faster as well in response when compared to the Experience UI. So those are the two advantages of the A30. Now let's talk about the M30's advantages over the A30. First one is with the triple rear camera combination, and the next one is with that battery life. So you get a 5000 mAh battery compared to the 4000 mAh one. And in case you are wondering if you can expand the storage, there's a dedicated micro SD card slot on both of them. But you want to buy a better one, there's a 6GB plus 128GB option on the M30, which is not present on the A30. So you're paying 2000 rupees extra for the A30 already. You can spend the same amount and get a better storage variant as well on the Galaxy M30. So this was a quick comparison of the Galaxy A30 and the Galaxy M30 smartphones. If you have any other questions, do let me know, and subscribe to Gizmo for more. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.